work it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya.
Hey guys, alright, so I'm doing a guest narration for Finger here, and he's got a battle here against Snuggy95. Here are the team previews. I briefly watched this match, so this isn't going to be the best narration, but let's go for it anyway. Alright, so let's see. Finger's going to go ahead and lead off with his, what's this thing called? Relicanth. As Snuggy leads off with a Bisharp, and I believe they both go for a Stealth Rock, just to get, just get entry hazards up early game, just because it's always nice. I believe after this, he is going to switch out as Bisharp, or as Snuggy does predict this, and goes for the Thunder Wave, I believe, instead of going for the Iron Head. Yes. So the Thunder Wave is going to pretty much cripple this Moltres. So that was a great prediction on Snuggy's part. So here, now Snuggy's just going to get some residual damage on Sucker Punch. That actually does a lot. I was actually thinking pregame that probably wouldn't have been the best move, but hey, well, looking at how much damage it did. B-Dubs is gonna go for the Fire Blast. However, it is unfortunately gonna miss. And here, he's gonna take the opportunity just to roost up. Now, this puts B-Dubs in a position at which it can still do a good amount of damage. Anyways, but Sharp is just tired of missing Sucker Punch. It's just gonna go ahead and go for the Iron Head, but it does get burned from Flame Body, which is really unfortunate. I feel your pain, Snuggy. The other day, I got burned from whatever. You know what? Never mind. Anyway, so B-Dubs is going to get a chance to roost all the way back up, nearly to full health. Bisharp realizes it can't really do much, so it is going to go ahead switch out into a Raikou. B-Dubs, I believe, goes for the Fire Blast, but is paralyzed. No, just kidding, he just misses, which is, again, really unfortunate. That's why I run Flamethrower on my Moltres. Anyways, he is going to withdraw Moltres and go ahead and send in Celebi, which is going to take a Thunder. Just kidding, it goes for a Rain Dance. Interesting. You don't see many of those very often, but it's very nice to see just a normal Thunder. Or a normal Rain Dance. It is going to go for Hidden Power. It's most likely Ice, because Fire would not have done that much damage in the rain, so it's most definitely Ice. However, Celebi is going to be able to almost one-shot that with an Earth Power. That's left with, like, half a smidgen. But it is now going to go down to a Hidden Power Ice, which is, unfortunate for Finger. But he is going to just go ahead and throw an Ambipom and take it out with a Fake Out. Just kidding, why do you go for double hit? Doesn't really matter, it's faster. But, Snuggy is going to go ahead and send in her Deoxys Defense Mode, as Finger is going to go for the double hit, which, as you can see, will do just under half. However, with the, after the Stealth Rocks, it is possible for Ambipom to get a 2-hit KO, if you incorporate min-max damage. However, he does get unfortunate in this fact, and he's left with he does live it, probably both were min, and Deoxys is able to roost up. Here it is going to be a little stally for a second, as Ambipom is just going to continue to go for the double hit, as Deoxys is going to continue to recover up. It would probably be in Finger's best interest to switch out at this point, as Deoxys is recovering more than Ambipom is dealing, and that is exactly what he does, and he goes into Relicanth, as Deoxys is going to recover up to full health. Now, Relicanth, I believe, is going to go for Head Smash, as Deoxys goes for the Light Screen, and then, but as you'll see, this is a wall, Relicanth, a very bulky one, so Head Smash is going to do nothing, and after a Reflect, it's going to do even less. However, he does predict that, and he goes straight for a Toxic. However, he does miss twice. No, just kidding, he missed once, and I think Deoxys missed once. Sorry, I read that wrong. But this time the Toxic is going to hit onto the Deoxys. Now, he's going to go into the Venusaur predicting another Toxic, and he's going to absorb that, being a Poison type, or being part Poison type. And at this point, I believe he just starts Giga Draining, just get some residual damage off of this Deoxys. Deoxys is going to recover up that damage. However, Snuggy is going to want to switch that out before the Toxic starts to build up. Excuse me. Venusaur actually instead goes for the Leech Seed, actually probably most likely predicting a switch out into, I don't know, probably Crobat or Bisharp. But, most likely Crobat, because, either a Brave Bird or an Air Slash. Anyways, Weavile is going to come in at this point, and I believe TMNT is just going to Giga Drain it. Yes, it does, just to get some damage off of whatever decides to come in. Weavile is going to go, it's going to be obvious, the item is very obvious, so a switch to Relican is also going to be just as obvious. So Weavile is going to take advantage of that fact and go ahead and just set up Swords Dance, giving it +2 attack. And I think at this point it does take out Relicanth with 1 Brick Break. No, wow, look at that. Riptide lives with 31 HP. And a Head Smash should actually take that out, because Weaviles are very fragile and a super effective. How much is Head Smash? I think, I don't want to say 130, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, Deoxys is going to come back in, and Relicanth is going to be switched out back for Venusaur, which did seem to stall this Deoxys out pretty well with Leech Seed and Giga Drain. However, Deoxys is going to set up that light screen that was down previously. Too bad Finger does not have a knockoff. That would have been very helpful in this match, especially against this Deoxys and probably the Slowbro that you'll see later on. Anyway, so the Reflect's going to go ahead and go up as Deoxys gets seeded. I believe at this point Deoxys is either going to switch out or recover, being her best 2 options. Probably at this point it'd be best to maybe leave it as Death Fodder at this point. There's not much else they can do with, rocks and toxic damage. Crobat is going to come in to absorb the Giga Drain, and that's going to do almost nothing actually literally nothing to the Crobat. Excuse me. Riptide is going to come back in. Primarily it's Death Fodder, I presume, because, of course, the rocks are just going to take it out. And Crobat does go for the Nasty Plot, predicting a switch, which is fantastic for Crobat. Anyways, at this point, Hitmonlee is going to come back in. Why? Hitmonlee, for the Stone Edge. This might be this must be a Scarfed Hitmonlee, because there's no way you could outspeed it. So that must have been a Scarfed Hitmonlee. However, unfortunately, that Stone Edge is going to miss, and that's really unfortunate. Finger have missed 2 Fire Blasts and a Stone Edge. That's really unfortunate. Anyways, Empon comes in, and now is going to go for the very obvious Fake Out. However, this Crobat does seem to be running Inner Focus, which is going to prevent the flinch, and it is going to be able to take out Ambipom with a Giga Drain, getting some health back up. It's Life Orb, just noticed that. Anyways, B-Dubs is going to come back in, but it's going to go down to half health thanks to Stealth Rocks. Crobat, for some reason, switches out. I wonder why. I'm pretty sure an Air Slash would have taken that out pretty well. After a +2 and a Life Orb, it most likely would have taken out that Moltres. But he is actually just going to go and send him Slowbro, which I guess, works just as well, because Air Slash did almost nothing to that, especially after leftovers, and it is just going to slack off whatever HP it needed from that. I believe this Slowbro is running Regenerator, so that does cause a couple of problems later on for Finger. You shall see that. It is going to go for the obvious Scald move, Water move in the form of Scald, and that is going to one-shot this Moltres. Both screens are now down on Snuggy's side, and Finger is going to go ahead and just send in Venusaur and see how much Giga Drain is going to do, and it does approximately half. So that's an easy 2-hit KO. Actually, it might be a 2-hit KO because you got to consider lefties. Slowbro is going to miss the Fire Blast, which I guess is payback for the at the beginning, the 2 Fire Blasts I missed at the beginning. Anyways, Deoxys is going to come in, and it is just going to serve as Death Fodder, which was most likely Snuggy's purpose, as at that range it cannot do anything. Slowbro is going to come in, again, I guess, it's just a pivot switch. predicting another Giga Drain. Crobat is going to come in. I believe actually Crobat does go down to this, actually. No, it does. Ha, just kidding. I lied. Heat Wave. Oh, why didn't she go for Air Slash? That would have probably. Well, you know what? She gets a burn. Doesn't even matter. But Life Orb is going to take it low enough for Giga Drain to take that Crobat out. And with this burn, you may think that Venusaur's pretty crippled, but just keep watching. It's not as effective as you may think it would be. Anyway, so Slowbro is going to come back in. I believe all that's left is Slowbro and Bisharp, as far as I'm aware, on Snuggy's side. And I believe Finger still has Venusaur and something else. Anyways, stuff's going to happen that I didn't really see. Slowbro just used Slack Off. Excuse me, let's see. Was Leech Seed up? Let's see. I don't remember. No, it does not look like Leech Seed was up. Maybe it was. Maybe just, I don't know. We'll see. Giga Drain is going to hit that Slowbro and take it low enough for a 2-hit KO. However, I believe Slowbro is going to go Slack Off. I'm sorry. Towards the beginning when I said that was stally, that was not really stally at all. This is the stall part. Slowbro is just going to keep slacking off damage as the Finger is actually just here, just hoping for a crit after his Elite Seed, because currently Slowbro is slacking off. Slowbro is slacking off more than Venusaur is dealing. However, hopefully with the Leech Seed, it should do enough so that Giga Drain and Slack Off do approximately equal damage, and a critical hit would take out that Slowbro. However, I don't believe he gets a critical hit on Slowbro. As far as I'm aware, this is just going to be a very stally. I should actually sped this up. I apologize. But anyways, Fire Blast is just going to go ahead and, do not very much to Venusaur. Excuse me. Nothing's really happened, so it's okay if I yawn. So as you can see, that is going to be low enough for a Giga Drain to take that Slowbro out. However, it does have a Regenerator, so we'll be back up after he switches into Bisharp, which it is burned, so that is not going to be able to do very much. I am going to go ahead and say, if Bisharp was not burned, Snuggy would have been able to take out this Venusaur a lot easier. But Venusaur, you're gonna see, is gonna cause a lot of problems. His Iron Head is not gonna do very much. Not as much as it should have. That's gonna be a 3. Actually, it could even be. No, that'll be a 3-hit KO. After considering leftovers and Leech Seed. And Bisharp, however, is going to be losing damage from Leech Seed, Burn, and Life Orb, I believe. And the next turn, I believe it does go down because of the Giga Drain. No, Finger's just going to go ahead and Protect Stall this thing, just so Leech Seed does its work. Just kidding, the Bisharp had leftovers, I apologize. But the Leech Seed and Burn are going to take their toll on Bisharp more so than it will on Venusaur, because he is recovering damage from the Leech Seed versus taking damage. Finger does go try for the double protect, which is going to fail. It probably would have been better if he'd just gone for the Giga Drain just to get some extra health back. However, it's not going to make too much of a difference at all. So Bisharp is going to go down to that burn, as you can see. So the Giga Drain really wouldn't have mattered that much. It would have been a little bit extra health, but nothing that would have mattered too much. I believe the Slowbro had Regenerate. I'm pretty sure it was down to the yellows. Yes, it was really low. It was it was a little bit higher than that. But a Giga Drain is going to be able to cleanly take out that Slowbro. I believe she does have one more Pokemon. No, she does not. So I believe that was a very, very, very narrow 1-0 in Finger's favor. So, great game, both of you. This is Finger's channel. My link will be in the description. Snuggy's link will be in the description. It's up to any of us that you would like to, and that's all I got.